Welcome to another fun day on the coffee truck conversion. Today what I'm working on is a shelf that's going to sit above our cabinets where we can put like bags of coffee and just whatever. We found this piece of wood at Home Depot with the purple mark on it. The purple mark means 70% off, and it's just a standard 2x10. I think we can make this look pretty nice after we round the edges and stain and varnish it, sand it down, all those things. I have already cut a curve in the end, so this will be on the far left side, so kind of dive into the wall here. All right, so let's get this marked out and cut it. .80 grit sandpaper here. I'm going to start just by kind of taking off the roughness. My gosh. Now I'm going to finish this off with a 320 grit sandpaper, just give it a really nice smooth finish. So the next step here is using the stain and poly combo, transforming this into a masterpiece.
See what Daddy's doing?
All right guys, so what I'm doing right now is I'm attaching these brackets to my wall. These are for supporting our shelf that we built. I would like them if they were a little bit longer, but they should be supportive enough. These things are very sturdy. There's no give in these things at all. So as long as I can find my studs behind the wall and sink these into some solid material, I should be okay. I will put the link for these in the video description. All right, so these are the screws that they give you. Getting my first bracket in here. These brackets are about 2.5 inches wide, and the stud material that's behind this is 2.5 inches wide. So I'm actually having to angle my screws in. The screws they give you are a bit cheap because just by screwing one in, it sheared the screw right off. Since I'm not going to see the screws anyway because the shelf actually sits in front of this, I'm opting for like a little bit heavier duty deck screw. Pretty stout. So I'm only going to be able to put 3 brackets. One stud here, I've got one stud here, and I've got another one down here somewhere. Let's see. 10 1/4. Let's set our shelf up here, see how she looks. So I'm going to attempt to use the screws they give for the bracket here. One thing I'm not real crazy about these brackets is they have one screw hole in the bottom. Now I could always drill in a couple more if I want to. And because my board has a bit of a bow in it, I'm going to have to screw one side and then hopefully pull the other side down where it needs to go. All right. There we have it. Our shelf is installed. What I'm working on right now, installing some strip lighting that sits on the top of the shelf, so that it'll provide kind of a back lighting. There will be like, say, a bunch of coffee bags up here, so it provides kind of like a backlit. And then we're going to do another strip light that runs underneath here that will shine down on our whole countertop. So just really light this area up. Measure this out. So we've used this strip lighting on many of our projects. You want this stuff to go on straight, because if it doesn't, you see this wavy look. All right, let's turn it on and see how it looks. So we got our display lighting all in. Look at that over there. Oh, there's Erebus. They're all in here checking it out too. And I put this light right over top of our concession window. When you are facing out, it's lighting the subject up. And it kind of does a little illumination on the ceiling, which I think is kind of cool. And yeah, you want to go over and click the switch off. So you can see my face is well lit right now. So then now turn it off. Oh, see the difference? Okay, turn it back on. Boom, looks great. Then turn the lights off behind me there. See, oh man, look at how dark it looks now. Look how nice and lit up it looks. Just what we wanted. So now that I got that hole cut in our cabinet, the next step is to go ahead and screw this cabinet together with this one. And of course I only have 2 cabinets on this side. If you want to screw your cabinets together, then screw them to the wall. That way your cabinet faces can be nice and flush with each other. 1.25 inch Phillips head screws. We got the cabinet screwed together, so the next step is just to make sure we're square. I'm basically screwing into one of our oak slats that go along the wall. Use the other DeWalt drill axe, and that one's like terrible.
Remember that drill that
Yeah,
complaining about me using?
use the other DeWalt drill, Ashton. That one's like terrible. Yeah, this is it. You can tell. So something else we've added is under cabinet lighting. Check that out. That was also something that had to be done before we could attach our cabinets to the walls. We're gonna need a second one of these, you know.
Why?
Because you have to have one for a decaf, and you have to have
Told
one.
you grind the decaf in that before.
People want to know it's fresh, Ashton.
That's how you do it.
Go ahead and tell the viewers right now how you don't want the coffee to be ultra fresh ground.
That is fresh.
So he wants to pre-grind coffee and let you guys drink it as it's airing out all day long. We don't serve cheap coffee like that.
That's just how the best way to do it. See our wonderful displays up here.
These cabinets are now installed.
I bet it's not level or square. Nope. Look.
It's like perfectly
I
square.
wonder how level.
If Ashton would have done it,
Probably not level at all.
everywhere he checks it, it's perfect.
No, it's not. Anyways, you shouldn't go by that anyways. Even
Yeah, I
If
know.
it was with that, then it wouldn't be great.
Why? This wall's supposed to be straight. But there's some people who put some framing behind these walls that aren't quite so straight. I mean, it's pretty darn close.
Actually, where's the
Like,
tape?
who taught you this?
37.5 plus.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
Oh, boom, baby!
37.5.
Plus. 37.5 plus. Yeah. Then we still have some storage space here. All right, guys, so that's all we're doing for tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.